Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Chanel, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for all of you again. This reading is intended for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and if you're watching for Cancer, you're going to want to reverse the roles because it'll feel as though I'm speaking to you about your Cancer. Also, if you are in need of a personal reading, I am doing a sale right now on 1 and 2 question video readings, and that link is in the description box down below. So Cancer, this month, as I'm looking into where you're at in regards to your love life, it feels like whoever you've had an interest in the past, you're not communicating with this person. Now, this could be somebody who has recently tried to come back into your life because I'm seeing you actually ignoring someone. This looks like there's a possibility here of someone wanting to at least have a friendship with you. But I feel like based on whatever happened with this, you view this person as being a bad decision. The difficulty that I'm seeing here is that it feels like there's something about this person that really triggers you. As I was shuffling your cards, it looked to me as though you've had a go round before with whoever this is. Could be once, could be many times. And at one point, you felt like this person was a soulmate or a twin. Now, as I'm looking into your energy, it feels like that has very rapidly changed over time. And you view this person as more of a karmic partner. When I was shuffling, I was also seeing that it feels like there's been more people involved in this connection than just you. And I feel like you used to have a lot of optimism in regards to this person. Yeah, this could be a twin. You're not viewing them as a twin right now, though you're looking at them as a karmic. But I feel like you had a lot of optimism that this person would either choose you or suddenly just get it together and realize what a catch you were, right? I feel like now it's almost like you could have manifested this person back into your life, or after a period of being apart, it feels like they're trying to come after you or get your attention somehow. And at one time, that's something that you really, really wanted, right? Now it feels like it doesn't matter as much or it doesn't mean as much to you. So outside of what you already have going on with this person, I feel like you're doing a lot of thinking this month about yourself, right? You're getting what you wanted, right? But what you wanted has now changed. So there's a lot of thoughts about like what makes me happy. And I don't feel like as you're looking over the course of this situation that this resonates with who you are now. Is this something that would make you happy now if you paid attention to it? Well, what I think this person doesn't realize, and you could be dealing with an air sign or a Leo, and maybe fire too, because swords can sometimes be fire in certain decks. But I think what this person doesn't realize is with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, you've changed a lot. You've gotten some new ideas that I feel like you have not expressed perhaps to the world or especially this person, because it's almost like you're not the same as you were, but they don't realize that yet because you have not been in touch with one another enough for you to show them your new self, right? I feel like part of what's changed with you, Cancer, is you're very self-oriented at this time. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not the same thing as being selfish. This is just more you really being focused on things in your life that have run its course. What are you holding on to that you need to get rid of? What needs to change in your life? And it's all coming from a more internal standpoint. Um, I feel like you're measuring everything in your life, whether it's possessions or people or relationships. And you're just thinking like, if this doesn't make me happy, I need this gone. And it could be coming from a place of stress. You know, for some of you, you've been hiding your emotions or you've been hiding your stress level for so long that it's finally starting to build to a point where it's like something's got to give, right? Something has to change. I feel like for you Cancerians, you have a habit of putting so many other people and situations over your own well-being that you're becoming very burnt out, right? And the hard part is that when you're doing this, it's because you're hoping that people will pick up the slack without you having to point out everything that's wrong or everything that you need. But you're beginning to realize that that's not happening. And so it's like, okay, well, I can't keep operating at 200% capacity for everyone and everything in my life because nobody's picking up the slack. Nobody's getting with the program. And I'm so exhausted. I have to start prioritizing things differently. Right. And I feel like your love life is kind of being affected by that new idea or that new philosophy of like, is this something that makes me happy? Does dating right now make me happy? If I look at my life in the broader perspective, do I even have time to date? Are there other things I should be focusing on? For some of you, you're very concerned about whether or not you're living your life's purpose. Are you in the right career? Are you living in the right place? You know, there's an energy here of feeling as though you have not completed what you came here in this incarnation to do. And so it's almost like your focus has completely shifted. And instead of you viewing a lot of the people or relationships in your life as something of value that you've been cultivating, you're starting to feel more as though it's something that's been blocking you from getting to your true calling or your true purpose, right? So I feel like the way that you measure what's important to you has completely changed. And the people around you may be feeling as though you're shutting them out, right? It's almost kind of like because you have not made the new presentation of who you are and kind of set that tone of like, this is my priority, people are seeing your shift, but they're not understanding it because it's not being communicated, right? So if you are communicating with this person, I feel like they don't really have a lot to go on because your communication is very slim, right? Let's take a look at your feelings for the month. Okay, so I feel like some of you are very, very focused on work this month, or at least figuring out what works, right? So if you're not picking up extra hours or trying to launch a new business or start a new career, you're very focused on the results that you've gotten through past actions. I'm also seeing that you're being very future focused this month. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this person. There's something about this person. It's almost like maybe you planted a bunch of seeds and then you tended that garden and nothing ever grew, right? And so it's almost like that's a huge revelation to you of like, what other areas of my life have I just been wasting my time and hoping for the best, right? I feel as though you've really been at war with your head and your heart in regards to whoever this is, because your heart tells you one thing and your head tells you something else. And it's almost like because both of them kind of match each other in weight, you're now having to look at the tangible, right? You're having to look at like, okay, if my heart says stay, but my head says go, and I feel like it's 50-50, maybe I will look at the results, right? I'll look at what I have for the time that I've spent. What I'm seeing here is that you feel like you have nothing, right? If anything, you feel like you have less than when you started with this person. There's also an energy here of feeling like people are liars. Okay. So I don't know what this person did to you. You have the Seven of Swords very, very prevalent with deception. Like there's obviously been things that this person has kept from you. I feel like part of what they actually kept from you that you may not be aware of is their true feelings for you, because I'm seeing that this person avoided having a conversation that really needed to be had. And that's when you kind of just put your hands out where it's like, you know what, if you're not going to give me anything else to go on, I'm going to take this at face value, right? I'm not going to keep assuming that I know what you're thinking or how you're feeling. I'm just going to go, right? And that's what I'm seeing you doing. There's an energy here of giving up, on whoever this is and feeling as though you've been deceived. Now, some of you, like I said, have not really been in communication with this person. So I feel like as I'm looking into this energy, this person doesn't really understand what you're doing and they're actually viewing you as being deceptive. But it's because you're not checking in and you're not saying like, oh, just so you know, I'm leaving, just so you know. I'm not getting anything out of this that's benefiting me. Like this person should be able to see that, right? That they hold all of the time, all of the affection, all of the energy that you've given to them, whereas you're at this huge deficit, right? So I feel as though you're kind of trying to work with what you have this month. You're not really focusing on what this person could give to you. you're looking more at the patterns of the situation over the potential. And that's really dictating how you're feeling in regards to love. I honestly don't even feel like you're trying to meet anybody new at this time. I did see the possibility of there being more than one option. So it very well could be that there's someone new trying to come into your life because you're very focused on your future. You could be manifesting people who are more in alignment with your future rather than your past. But I also see that right now it's like the jury is still out. You're just really going within this month, and really taking the time to figure out what your future looks like independently from anyone else. Now, as I'm looking into the future of your love life, what's coming towards you this month, you got the King of Wands in the reverse, you got Death in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse, with Betrayal also coming out reversed. So this is very much the energy of somebody wanting to come back, wanting to possess you, feeling as though they are at a disadvantage here. There's some sort of epiphany that this person is having, which is leading to this Eight of Cups in the reverse, which for me is that card of like, you throw something away and then the trash people tell you it's too big to pick up. And so you're all excited, like, damn, that mattress is going to be gone. And then you come outside and it's still there, right? That's literally what this is that this person, I feel like they're not wanting to make a huge effort, but they're also coming to the realization that if anything's going to happen, they will have to take the first step towards you, right? Because you're not giving this person anything to go on. I feel like you're just kind of separate. You're doing your own thing. You're figuring yourself out. You're not even viewing this person as an option at this time in your life. For some of you, this is something where you're like, maybe I'll come back to this in the future if it still holds my attention. But right now, this isn't worth my time, right? Whereas this person, this King of Wands in the reverse, could be fire, could be air. Suddenly, they're like, wait, what? You're moving forward. Like, I have to find a way to block this. I have to figure out, how can I keep my Cancer exactly where they are? I need to figure out what I should show Cancer to make them turn back around, right? Because this person, you may not know this, but they're actually fearful of this ending. It's like they want to fight this ending, right? They want you to come back. They want you to see potential in this. But the hard part is with your shift, you don't care about potential anymore, right? Especially when it comes to potential for someone else, because you can't control that. With the Emperor in the reverse, right in the middle of your spread, it's like, I can't control anything outside of myself. So I just need to get very clear about what I want. I need to get very clear about what I don't want. And then I need to start implementing strategies to get what I want, right? And that Seven of Swords really is a strategic card. The thing is that I feel like as you're implementing your own strategies, this person this month will be strategizing themselves about how to bring you back into their lives. So that's something that I feel like you will be dealing with this month. Now, I'm going to take a look in the extended reading to see what this King of Wands in the reverse will be doing, because I'm seeing that they're looking at the future as well, but they're looking at it more from a standpoint of like, what do I need to show Cancer to get them to turn back around? So I would like to know if this new person, right, because this is kind of a energy of them thinking about what they'd have to do that's new to impress you, right? What can they show you that they haven't already shown you? What can they show you that will make you think that they're no longer the person that they used to be, right? So I'm going to see if this is a lasting change, if this is something temporary, if this is just like a way to get you to stop what you're doing and try to view them in a different light, and then they pull back, right? I'm going to see what this person has in store, because I feel like they're going to try to do something to shift your perspective of them, because they want you to see the value of who they are or the value of this connection. And at this time, I feel like the value in your life is coming from you, right? So I'll put the preview to the extended at the end of the video. Link is in the description box. And if you need the personal reading, the link is also down there for you as well. Have a good day. Because I do feel like they're going to try to get your attention this month. It feels like to me, as I'm looking into your first spread, that this is somebody who realizes they need to come harder, right? This person, it's kind of annoying because I feel like they are either very committed to an ex or they could still be in a marriage and this was an affair and then they fell in love with you. But they weren't willing to plan a future with you because they were staying where they are, right? This person now, I feel like, is looking at you and they're seeing something different. They're starting to feel less confused. So if you've been dealing with somebody who has a karmic partner, they're starting to understand that you were a soulmate, right? And that they were so upset about whoever this karmic energy was that they didn't give you like the priority or the proper attention that you deserved. So I feel like that's good. This person, they will be taking an action towards you this month. And it's actually going to make you feel like the stalemate in this situation is over. For some of you, this person is going to tell you